Hey guys, John from theartofconcrete.ca, and in this video I'm doing a broom finish overlay. So this project, I was hired to come and resurface it because the contractor had left it a complete mess. So we ground it down and patched up some of the lower areas because there was really bad low spots. We patched those up using a product called MG-Crete and Mapai Planitop X. The total time for us to complete this project was about 7 hours, and that includes the base prep, the bonding agent application, and the cement finishing. And the tools that I use is a pool trowel like this, mixing drill, a pail, the bonding agent. So I used WR Meadows bonding agent, and I used a paint roller to put that on. And some other tools that I used were a broom. So this is a 36-inch wide broom specific for broom finish, and just an adjustable pole on there so that you could adjust it if you need to. And I'd say this project is an advanced project. The reason being is that you have to be able to control the amount of depth that's going down. So I'm putting down the cement layer, and each application has to be a certain depth. And if it's troweled on too thick in one area or too thin in the other area, then you end up with lumps and valleys. So this is where experience with the tools, specifically the hand trowels, comes in handy, because you don't want to end up with ridges and valleys. You want it to be nice and flat. So I would say this project would fall into more of an expert than a beginner phase, just because of the size of it. It's about 45 feet long by about 4 feet wide, and there's a lot of little things that go into doing a project like this. So I'd say if somebody wants to try to do a small area like this, like a 5 by 8 or 9 area, I think that's a good starting place for somebody that's new to this. Also, choose a cool day. Do not do this on a boiling hot day. Even do it in the evening after the sun is set, or really early in the morning. These kind of projects you can make anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000. With the product cost on this project, it was about, I would say the product cost was about $200. The primer was about $238, or the bonding agent, and that will cover about 1,000 square feet, so you'll be able to carry it on through to the next project. Some throwaway items would be like paint rollers, because you can't reuse them just because this product dries sticky and the roller's garbage after that. So I'd say like somebody that's starting up and maybe wants to turn this into a business, you could offer broom finish porch overlays and practice maybe on some friends' houses or family or relatives, and really fine-tune your skills with that, and then bring it out into the business world and offer that as a service. And in Canada, you can get away doing a porch for about $2,000, a porch overlay, and that depends on what finish, but just a simple broom finish, I would say on the price point about $1,500 to $2,000. That can be completed in, I would say about 5 hours, depending on if there's paint that has to be ground off or what kind of base prep is needed to get it to that point. But yeah, I see an enormous amount of opportunity doing overlays because there's so much concrete in our world. It's everywhere, and a lot of it is aged and outdated and needs a facelift. So I just want to jump back in here. This product is setting up super quickly, And the trick with this is just to be able to stay on top of it. And you can see how I'm moving the material around. I'm getting it to a specific thickness so that that whole slab is going to be flat and coherent to the existing surface, so that there's no dips or valleys or anything like that. And that just comes with practice. It's just practicing with the trowel, getting used to the way that it flows and feeling the bumps as I'm going. So like, for instance, you see how I'm moving the trowel like that? There's certain ways to move it where you can feel like there's a little hill in it or a valley, and you either want to push those out to make them flat again. So that just takes practice, but yeah, definitely it's something that on a smaller project is definitely doable. And you know, some tools you want to make sure you have handy are the mixing drill, pail, a pail of water as well to mix your tools up, or if you need to add more to mix to get the product a little bit wetter again. You want to have your steel float, a good broom, maybe a pump sprayer, just to, if it starts to set up a little bit, you can give it a light mist so that that you can hand float it. All these little things to do the project so that when you go to do it, you have it all readily available in a nice, clean, organized lineup so that you can pull those tools right from there. I recommend having a friend or somebody that can help you do this project, because it's you know, if you're going to do a small project, definitely get somebody to give you a hand with it. So if this is something that you want to learn more about or possibly get some training in, I do offer workshops, and they're sort of pop-up workshops where you can learn from that and get a hands-on experience on how to do this kind of stuff. Or you can also watch our concrete repair video course through Teachables, and I'll leave a link down below for that, so you'll be able to learn some of the expert ways in how to finish and resurface existing concrete like this, and what can or cannot be resurfaced, because some concrete cannot be resurfaced. If there's giant cracks in it, you know, you don't want to put a broom finish over something like that. You know, there's certain things that will work and certain things that won't work, but definitely to have the solutions to go ahead with the project yourself. So yeah, at this point I'm just gauging the depth and working the surface to feel out that surface to make sure that it's flat, and that's just experience, just feeling out with the trowel and making sure you have enough product on the ground so you don't have to go and mix a half a bag right now, because it is setting up. Like, you can see me pushing the cement down just to get it to move at this point. And I would say this is ideal. I like working in this environment, but not everybody does. So something to consider is just, you know, having enough of the material to put it down so you don't have to go try chasing it later. Prep it, get it ready for brooming, and then broom it and put an edge on it if you want. And like, so with broom finish, you want to make sure that your timing's right. So when you pull that broom across it, it's going to leave a consistent broom finish on every pull. And between each broom finish pull, we wash the broom so that you're not pulling old cement that's dried up over top of that new surface. So prepping it, getting it ready for brooming it, getting it flat, smooth it out. You could spray a little bit of water on there just to give yourself a little bit more play with the surface, and then stand straight, pull that broom straight. With overlays, you can go back and forth each way if you want to get it even smoother, so that you can really work up that cream and get a nice textured surface. Okay guys, well that's about it. It comes to the end of the video. So if you want to learn more on how you can do projects like this yourself, or if you want to make a business plan out of it and you want to make a profitable business plan, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, because I'm going to be giving you guys tips on how to do all this stuff and market, if you want to market a project, or I'm sorry, a service like this, to be able to make anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 a week, doing like a porch overlay or something like that. And when you just take a look at all the houses around you, how many porches there are, there's quite the opportunity here. And you know, so thanks for watching, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to leave me a comment. I want to know what you think and what you'd like to see, or if you have a question, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you very much and have a great day.